Hi everyone, my name is Chantal Odali Santoyo. I'm the Outreach Manager here at Ed100. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. This video is a brief overview of Ed100 Chapter 6. We call this lesson The Right Stuff because honestly, standards, learning, materials, equipment, and all that was quite a mouthful. Lesson 6.1 explains educational standards and the expectations of what students ought to understand and be able to do at each grade level. This lesson explains how the standards came to be and how they are used to guide what shows up in texts, tests, and tech. An important mission of public education is to provide every young person the opportunity for success in college, career, and life. California has a tiered system of public colleges. To apply for public four-year college, you have to pass a set of high school courses known as A to D requirements. Less than half of high school students meet these requirements. Anyone can enroll in a public community college. Historically, California has done worse than other states at helping kids learn to read and write. There's reason for hope because the state seems to be getting serious about making phonics a required part of the approach. California's education funding system provides money to school districts specifically to support English learners. More than 2 out of 5 public school students in California speak a language other than English as their first language. California is a high-tech state, but students have lagged in science, technology, engineering, and math, usually abbreviated as STEM. There's a fundamental challenge in STEM education: teachers. People with technical skills have lots of job opportunities that pay much better than teaching. Tests are a big part of the school experience. There are two main kinds. Formative tests help teachers adjust how they teach, while summative tests are the ones that count for a grade. If you've ever tried to create a test, you'll know that it's actually hard to do well. Over the last few decades, the quality of tests have improved a lot with the help from publishers and professionals. It's a big business. Technology is transforming education. Sal Khan, the founder of Khan Academy, argues that technology, especially including artificial intelligence, will and should make letter grades obsolete by enabling students to learn at their own pace. Some schools have developed individualized learning systems with successful results, but it isn't a quick transition. Predictably, some oppose using technology in schools entirely. Managing hardware, software, networks, and security is expensive and difficult. Technology costs money, making it yet another vector for inequality in schools. Curriculum is an education buzzword for what is taught. Pedagogy is a buzzword for how it is taught. Students learn when their brains are turned on. This is often described as engagement. In surveys, students are pretty clear about what they find engaging: working with their peers, connecting the real world to schoolwork, choosing what they learn, and having an actively engaging teacher. Students tend to find school more engaging when they have opportunities to be creative. For a long time, arts education was a neglected subject in California schools, despite a lot of evidence about its benefits. In 2022, California voters passed an initiative that commits money specifically to arts education, which was a big change. Students learn better and have better social interactions when they are healthy and active. That's why schools require physical education. PE and athletics are really important to many students. It keeps them engaged in school. Research shows that sacrificing PE to spend more time in the classroom tends to hurt academic performance. Field trips are hard work for teachers, but they can be incredibly memorable to students. There's no special money set aside for field trips. They just come out of the district budget like everything else. In wealthier communities, PTAs sometimes help raise money for them. School is supposed to prepare students for their adulthood, but usually not for a specific career. Most schools emphasize college as the goal. There are some exceptions where high schools have incorporated vocational programs that teach career-specific skills. But the bigger trend is dual enrollment, which enables high school students to take career-oriented classes at a community college while still in high school. Schools are primarily designed to deliver academic learning: books, math, homework, tests, grades. In the pandemic, it became glaringly obvious that academic success has a lot to do with mental health. Schools have to be places for social emotional learning and well-being too. Lessons 6.13 and 6.14 dig into the soft skills that schools can help students develop, such as social emotional skills and character strength. By the end of high school, students become voters. A critical function of public education is to prepare them for this responsibility through education about history, geography, and civics. Most nations include world language education in elementary school because the brain tends to absorb languages better before puberty. Unfortunately, American schools followed the British imperial expectation that the world should learn English. Lesson 6.16 explains how this translates to bad outcomes and some better alternatives that districts have the power to do on their own. When students enter the world of work, they need to make wise choices about money. For a long time, California had the strategy of weaving financial literacy into other course requirements, but it didn't work well. Starting in 2027, high schools have to start offering all students a specific financial literacy course based on the success in other states. Well, that's it for this quick overview of ed100.org Chapter 6. Visit ed100.org to learn how you can earn your graduate certificate. If you appreciated this video, please like it. It really helps others find it. Thank you so much.